Hello everyone, today discuss rapidly varied flow, that is hydraulic jump. Objective of unit third to give an idea about rapidly varied flow, their major types as hydraulic jump and open channel surge, and computation of their equations and application in the field of open channel hydraulics. This is the objective of RVF, that is unit third. Now, first of all, what is hydraulic jump? Discuss hydraulic jump. Before hydraulic jump, you have discussed about rapidly varied flow. If water depth or velocity change repeatedly over a short distance and the pressure distribution is not hydrostatic, the water surface profile is characterized as rapidly varying flow RVF. That means suddenly depth will be changed. When depth will be changed, that is flow pattern will be suddenly changed in RVF. This is the basic concept of when depth is suddenly changed, flow pattern suddenly change, that is known as rapidly varied flow, abbreviated as RVF. Now, the occurrence of RVF is usually a local phenomena. Next point, RVF can often be observed near the inlet and outlet of the culverts and wherever hydraulic jump occurs. RVF are hydraulic jump. Examples of RVF are hydraulic jump and open channel surge. Now, hydraulic jump. A hydraulic jump occurs when the flow changes from a supercritical flow to subcritical flow. This is the condition of hydraulic jump. When flow will be changed supercritical to subcritical, hydraulic jump will be occurs. Never possible subcritical flow meet to the supercritical flow, then hydraulic jump will be occurs. So please remember always, when supercritical flow change in subcritical flow, then hydraulic jump will be formed. Suppose in supercritical flow, the velocity will be high and depth will be minimum. But in subcritical flow, velocity will be minimum and height will be high. That is, high speed water meet to the low speed of water and continuous flow will be continue. That means supercritical flow meet to the subcritical flow. There is a sudden rise in water level at the point where the hydraulic jump occurs. Next point, rollers or eddies of turbulent water form at this point. These rollers cause dissipation of energy. Due to eddies, energy का लॉस होता है. The hydraulic jump occurs in practice at the toe of a dam or below F and below a sluice gate where the velocity is very high. Take the example. In this example, free water surface, then provide a dam. Due to dam, water will be fall downward. But due to dam high height, then water will fall over the dam. That water have maximum energy. That means high velocity. and this water jump and hydraulic jump will be formed. Now this is also example of hydraulic jump. Top line is total energy line. Now HL dam. Similarly, this is the example of here two depths y1 and y2 occurs. Y1 means before the jump. Before the jump depth is known as pre-jump depth denoted by y1. After the jump, yeah, this is also known as post jump and denoted as y2. So this is the basic difference. Here two points are two depths will be occurs. That means one is before the hydraulic jump and one is after the hydraulic jump. Before the hydraulic jump, the depth will be known as pre-jump depth, yeah, supercritical depth flow. Because before hydraulic jump, the water have minimum height but maximum energy. Maximum energy, that means maximum velocity. But in after jump, the water have height is high, but energy is low. That means velocity will be low. So here two depths will be considered y1 and y2. Y1 means supercritical depth and y2 will be subcritical depth. Now, this is the also example of hydraulic jump. Suppose EL energy line. Now, how can form hydraulic jump? Suppose a section 1 velocity h v1 square upon 2g and depth of water flow y1, velocity is v1. Similarly at section 2, depth is y2, velocity is v2 and velocity head is v2 square upon 2g. Now here HL will be considered because the energy loss. That means an energy loss will be considered in this case. And at a point when critical depth will be formed, and here also two depths, one before the jump, one after the jump. That means before the jump, the water will be minimum height. Due to minimum height, rate of flow of water will be high. That means velocity will be high. But subcritical flow, height will be rise. That is, energy has minimum energy. Water has minimum energy. That means velocity have minimum energy. And also, when depth is minimum, velocity high, this region is known as supercritical region. But when velocity will be minimum and height will be rise, then this region is known as subcritical region. Now, hydraulic jump. Hydraulic jump or standing wave, both are same. Hydraulic jump is local non-uniform flow phenomenon resulting from the change in flow from supercritical to subcritical. Never possible subcritical to supercritical. Some students create the problem and not understand the subcritical to supercritical, supercritical to subcritical, and hence attempt question or answer will be wrong. So always remember, when flow will be changed supercritical to subcritical, that is hydraulic jump will be formed. In such as case, the water level passes through the critical depth, and according to the theory, dy by dx infinity or water surface profile should be vertical. This often course physically cannot happen, and the result is discontinuity in the surface characterized by a steep upward slope of the profile accompanied lot of turbulence and eddies are formed. The eddies cause energy loss, and depth after the jump is slightly less than the corresponding alternate depth. Here discuss alternate depth. Now, hydraulic jump, the depth before and after the jump are known as conjugate depth and sequence depth. That means a specific force curve denote the before the jump and after the jump. Suppose in this diagram, a curve will be lies. The origin of curve is point C, and this corresponding depth is critical depth, and a line cut the curve at 2 points. That means one below the critical depth and one above the critical depth. That means both depth is known as sequence depth and conjugate depth. So please remember a particular point when a specific energy will be same, then you have found out alternate depth. But when at a particular depth a specific force will be same, then depth is known as conjugate depth and sequence depth. Okay, thank you.